Today I'm sharing with you the importance of revenue in regards to repeat clients and retention and how that is going to impact your revenue in a product-based and e-commerce business. So my name is Tegan Mel. I am a product founder mentor and the founder of the Product Founders community. And I built, scaled and sold a jewelry brand, sold it 2 years ago. I had multiple retail stores and stocked over 30 brands and did over 1,000 market stalls. So now I'm here to share some of my wisdom, things that I learned along the way. You can learn and get there faster because you don't have to take 8 years to get your brand into the position that I got it into. Today, I'm going to talk about the importance of repeat clients, repeat customers, and retention, and how this really impacts the revenue in your business. When people ask me the question, how do I increase conversion? I first up want to actually look at the customers and how many you've got and who you've got actually coming into your business. It's not just a numbers game, it's a long-term game. So you probably heard this before. It's a lot more cost effective to keep a customer than to keep getting brand new ones. So if you are not focusing on customer retention, then you are missing out on so much revenue in your e-commerce or product-based business. Now, whether you've got a retail store or e-commerce or Shopify store, this applies to you. I had all of it. I had both. I had retail stores, I had e-commerce, and this is what we did. Your email list is a absolute gold mine if you are looking to increase repeat and retentive clients. I would suggest having a look and seeing if you've got the email flows up that are going to create a really beautiful experience for your customers when they come and buy from you. Do they get that really great experience where they get emails from you saying, hey, how is the product going? Maybe an automated Klaviyo flow saying, how's the product a few days after they're meant to receive it. If these kind of emails are not up, you're leaving money on the table. Literally leaving money on the table. I got these set up and I tell you what, whenever I sent an email, I knew guaranteed there would be sales. And I also knew that I had ongoing VIPs, repeat clients, and high referrals. And this came about through customer experience, relationship building, reasons to stay, reviews. So we're going to touch on all 4 of those today. So increasing their experience. You've probably heard of customer experience. Now you've probably also heard of it as a CX, customer experience on your website, like how easy it is to click through, how easy is it to find a product, how easy is it to navigate to the cart, all of that. However, customer experience also taps into how did they feel throughout the process? How valuable did they feel to your business? Did they get a thank you card when they purchased? If you were in a store, did they get seen, acknowledged, and thanked? This is a huge thing that people forget. The second part of the relationship experience, all about, yes, we've got the sale, now move on. That's a surefire way to not get repeat customers. Here's some of the things that we did in the jewelry business. I actually started, when I very first started, I made like a little gift on the side and people would think I was mad. I made a little extra crystal that you would get every time you would buy a piece of jewelry from me, a little thank you note, a little care card, and a crystal meaning card because I had crystal jewelry. And what people would get would be a little bonus crystal on the side. And I remember my partner saying, Tegan, don't add that on. It's an extra cost. And I tell you what, people kept the bags that I gave them because it was a crystal and they remembered the brand and they're like, oh, I wanted to get another piece of jewelry and I remembered you because I had the bag, so I bought another. And every time someone remembered me because of the experience they had or the little bonus gift they got, then that was increasing the lifetime value of that customer again and again. And referrals, I can tell you, I'm going to touch on that in a moment, but what people say about you when you're not there is what is going to keep you in business, as long as it's positive. Actually, sometimes also negative is a good thing too. So to carry on, the experience they have when they buy off you in person and online. I had market stalls. I did over 1,000 markets, and I'd make sure I had conversations with every single person that would come in. I'd invite them onto the email list. I'd have conversations. I'd find out a bit more about who they are and take that little bit of a moment to chat with people. And I still, to this day, have people commenting and remembering the conversations that we had, the stories that we shared, and I still have people stop and interrupt me and say, "Hey, are you Tegan?" And I'll say yes, and it's because they remembered me, because I remembered them. It's very important. Your relationship building is the cornerstone to creating a long-term business. If you are making that person who's coming into your shop or online shop or physical shop feel very seen and valuable and appreciated for coming and buying something from you, they're not doing you a favor. You're solving their problem. So remember this every single time. And there are so many brands out there that could be doing something similar to you. So give them a reason to come back. And that reason is your relationship to them. Build a brand that people are going to remember you because of how you made them feel. These are simple things you can do around sending emails after they have purchased off you. It includes things like sending reminders. If you have a product, like I've got let's say for example, a chicken salt brand, we'll send them a reminder saying, "Hey, are you almost out? Do you want a refill?" And they're like, actually I do. And then they'll purchase. It is the little reminders that they might need, the extra customer service, and it's the little nudges that makes your service, your experience different to others on the market. So a thing you can do is do some market research. Find out what people in the same market are doing or not doing. And how can you make this even better? What are some nuances that you personally don't like when you go out and shop? And how can you bring the improvement into your business? All right, and so giving them a reason to stay. So how do you create loyalty? We had a loyalty program. We had rewards for people who did 8, 9, 10 orders with us. And keep in mind, I had a jewelry brand. So there were people who were purchasing 8, 9, 10 times plus, and it's because they felt special. Acknowledge that. Give them a personal call. Send them messages. Say thank you. Give them little bonuses. Give them a little gift every time and say, "I really appreciate you." They have a reason to stay. And then they're going to do reviews for you as well. If you ask them and they like you and you've built this relationship, it's almost like they're buying off a friend now. They have that connection and they will follow you everywhere you go. They will continue to buy of you again and again. And I still have people, hey, you're probably watching, who will follow me and connect with me whatever project I do now. So if that's you, let me know down below. In the comments, let me know. Have you been a fan? Were you around when I was still running Soul Quartz before I sold it? Have you followed me around? Where have you found me? I would love to know, because this is the longevity of the brand, and I'll probably know who you are too. Because there's something really special, right? When someone says hi to you, who you're buying off, it's like you are special. Your purchase means something. I've got a story actually. I was in Bali 2 years ago, and I was in the pyramids of Chi, about to go into a sound bath thing inside this pyramid in the middle of Bali. And someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, Tegan, are you Tegan?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she was like, "I bought some jewelry off you in your Noosa shop, and I still love it." My question to you is, how many shops do you go in that you remember the owner that you had a conversation with maybe 4 years ago, probably maybe 3 years ago? Because that shop, that was in 2023 that we had that conversation in Bali. I closed Noosa in 2021. So that was at least 2 years. How many store owners do you know that you would recognize internationally and stop them and say thank you, that piece of jewelry or thing that you bought made a real impact? There's not many. So what if you could be one of those as well? And I believe you can through following some of these steps. And I recognize they're not succinct steps. So if you do want a more of a go-to checklist on some things that I would do, I'll put the link that you can actually pop your email in and grab it as well below. It's all free. It's easier than trying to take notes of my little rambles. I do love a little ramble. And also finally, reviews. UGC with actual customers is going to change the trajectory of your business. Reviews are everything because people look at a brand before they even buy it and look for reviews, and they look for photo reviews. So you can have all the reviews in the world, but what's more powerful is photo reviews on your site. And this is the equivalent of real life UGC content. From the very beginning, I was getting photos of people who were purchasing the products, our jewelry, our crystal crowns, all the things that I had in real life, and they were sharing it. We were sharing it. And this showed other people were loving these products as well. And they were loving the jewelry, and they were reviewing it themselves because they felt like they were part of something. And they were, like, this was a community that we built. There was a running joke when I had the Noosa shop that you were from Noosa if you had a soul quartz necklace. Let me show you. I've got one. I brought one to show you. If you had one of these, there you go. I found it. If this was helpful, let me know. I'm going to run through the 4 things again, just so you can write it down. Otherwise, grab the checklist and I'll share everything with you. What is their customer experience, whether you're in a shop, a market, or online? How is the easefulness of purchase for them? Go experiment. Go send someone in. Go send a friend into your store, into your online shop, and see how easy it is for them to buy and what they like and what they don't like. Get some feedback. Feedback is fortune. Fortune is in the feedback. Experience. Get the experience markers from people who have bought from you as well. Ask them. Ask people who have bought from you multiple times. How did they find buying from you? Relationships. Building relationships with the people who buy with you is guaranteed going to get you long-term, lifetime customers. Not only are you building a community, you are also building trust and connection, and people are craving that more than ever. So when you go and either go and sell your business or go and pivot and do something else or start to build events or speak, these people are going to come to what you're running because they want more of you and they're connecting with you. And your story helps them create meaning to your product and what you are selling. It puts you apart from everybody else. And a reason to stay. Offer them that service, the emails, the reminders, the experience. Make your experience something that they remember, that makes their life easier. And finally, reviews. Get those reviews and you're going to start to see your revenue shift and change. Rather than focusing when you're going to get the next client or customer, if you nourish and nurture all those customers that you already have and start to ask for reviews, build the deeper relationships, your revenue is going to increase. Relationships are the source of revenue. Even if it's not from them, it may be from people who they share with, more connections. You can't go wrong if you actually genuinely care about the people who are buying from you. So if this helped, let me know. Most people do not subscribe or like these videos. So if you want to be different, you want to build more deeper relationships, I would love for you to help out and go and share and connect with me below. Leave me a comment what you found really valuable, and let's build that relationship, that connection, because obviously it's valuable and it's also practice for your business. Until the next video, my name is Tegan Mel. I'm your product founder mentor, and I'll see you in the next video.